baby.
Oh hell yes, Devil May Cry. Hey guys, Dragon Knight 13 here, what's going on? And welcome to Let's Play Devil May Cry. Now I said I'd like to do some Let's Play on games I know a little bit more about, rather than being completely blind, so here's one I've been meaning to do for a little while, ever since Special Edition of Devil May Cry 4 came out, and I've been having a blast with that.
There was a war between the human world and the other, the underworld. But somebody from the underworld woke up to justice and stood up against this legion alone.
And I am playing on the HD re-release collection, whatever you want to call it, of this version of this game. So the menus are going to be in a different aspect ratio than the rest of the game, but you know what, who cares? This collection actually looks and plays pretty damn good, so it's just something you gotta live with. But I love this friggin' game. I love these cutscenes because they're so cheesy, but they're fun. Same with the voice acting.
Devil May Cry. Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. I can't seem to get any real business. Whoa, slow down, babe.
I love how casually he is about someone charging through his wall, too.
Oh, well, what do we have here? Nature calls? It's in the back.
God, I love you, Dante. So cool.
So, you must be the handyman who'll take any dirty job. Am I correct?
Almost. I only take special jobs, if you know what I mean.
You're the man who lost a mother and a brother to evil 20 years ago. The son of the legendary Dark Knight Sparda, Mr. Dante.
Well, the way I figure it, in this business a lot of your kind comes around. And if I kill each one that comes, eventually I should hit the jackpot sooner or later.
In that case, you should be used to this sort of thing.
Are you really the son of the legendary Dark Knight Sparda? Didn't your daddy teach you how to use a sword?
You know, the lighting's not cutting it. Let's use this motorcycle.
Sword. Time to go to work, guys.
This feels like a precursor to his time-stopping powers that he gets
Even as a child, I had
at the
powers.
very end of this
There's
game.
demonic blood in me.
What strength?
You were the first one to know about my vengeance. Looks like I'm getting closer.
And in hindsight, this whole exchange makes no sense. Like this whole scene of her bringing
But I'm
him
not your enemy.
to the
My
island.
name is Trish. I came here to seek your help. To put an end to the underworld.
What?
There's good old Ava. I think Ava is her official name.
20 years ago, Mundus, the Emperor of the Underworld, resurrected.
Mundus.
Yes. His powers were sealed by Sparda. He's attempting to gain control of the human world once again. He has been preparing to open the gate on Malay Island.
Sounds so fancy, Malay Island. Also, there's pterodactyls. At least those birds are friggin' huge.
The castle is above this cliff. Come on, let's go!
And Trish didn't take into account that Dante can't jump that high, so we gotta go the long way. Alright, so main goal of this playthrough, other than, you know, actually beating the game, it's going to be to collect all the blue orbs, which I got our first one right up here. I said right up here. There we go. So yellow orbs are basically your extra lives. If you die, you use one and it brings you back to the start of the room, or technically the previous room before you died. And blue orbs, you get 4 fragments, you make 1 blue orb, and every blue orb you get increases your max health bar. So we're going to be shooting for getting all of those, because they're kind of scattered around the whole game. Alright, so Mission 1, Curse of the Bloody Puppets. This game starts off a little bit slow as you explore this castle and collect these red orbs. Red orbs are basically the currency of this game. You use them to buy items and new abilities, and you jump on top of that spear to get 100 instantly. Because I think there's... I forget exactly how many orbs you need to open the door, but I want to say 40 or 50, and there is exactly enough red orbs just lying around in the room for that. Or you can just jump on top of the spear and get enough instantly. And there was another blue orb fragment over there. Sorry, my commentary is kind of not in sync with what's going on, but I'm kind of just doing this on autopilot, and I gotta, you know, manually think, oh crap, I need to talk about what's happening. So you might notice with the forced camera angles, our character wielding guns, the build-up before seeing enemies, this feels like Resident Evil. And that's because it is. There was an early Resident Evil 4 prototype that focused on, you know, fast-paced action, and the character being really cool, and his name was Tony 45 red orbs, what you need for the door. Okay. I think this is the only game where you actually have to use red orbs to open doors. But anyways, another blue orb fragment there. But that scrapped version of Resident Evil 4, they liked what they had, so they decided to make it its own game. Thus Devil May Cry was born. And there's a lot of things like Resident Evil in this game. You know, we'll be discussing them as they come up. Including the fact you can examine a lot of things. How interesting, indeed, Dante. Alright, so we're about to meet our first enemies after we take the key from this one. Alright, these guys. These are the marionettes. They are your basic mook for this game. You will see them everywhere, and they will get very annoying very fast. In particular, this guy in red is called the Bloody Mary. Get it? Because they're marionettes, Mary, and you know, he's wearing red, which is supposed to be doused in the blood of his enemies, but alright, you get the idea. They go down pretty fast to regular sword combos, so like that. So just deal with them quick. Oh Jesus. Okay, camera angles were getting me there for a second. Never had that much problem before. Come into this room and jump into this hole for another blue orb fragment, and this makes our first full blue orb. And whenever you get a blue orb, your health refills automatically. Very nice. We'll be coming back to this room later for something else. But anyways, the enemies respawn every time you leave a room. And the thing about the sword combos here, if you pause after your second swing, you can unleash a new attack. A short pause for 2 upper slashes, and a long pause for what sort of later became known in the series as the million stabs. Oh really? They usually spawn wrong. Yeah, the enemy formations are a tiny bit random in this game. I mean, it's the same enemies, but exactly how they'll be arranged and where they'll spawn from is a little bit different every time. And if you see up over in our upper right, that is our style range. Basically, pay attention to the first letter. It goes from D up to A and then S. The higher your rank as you're fighting an enemy, the more orbs they drop. More red orbs they drop, I'm sorry. And obviously we want a lot of red orbs, because that buys us items and abilities. So it's worth your time to fight the enemies and get a lot of orbs. Now the thing with Dante's guns, his handguns are called Ebony and Ivory. They don't do a lot of damage. I mean, against the marionettes it doesn't really matter what you do, basically. But they don't do a lot of damage, and here's the thing. They don't contribute to the style rank unless the enemy is in the air. So that's why you'll see me toss them up into the air with my sword and then shoot them for a bit. What? That's weird. I swear I was doing the input for the sword launch, but it wasn't doing it for some reason. Maybe Dante turned around when I wasn't looking on. Oh, and the input for the sword launch is you lock onto the enemies, hold back relative to where Dante's facing, and press the melee button. Figured I should say that very well. And your basic sword combo is a 3-hit combo like that. Decently powerful, but it knocks enemies away, so you don't want to do it too much. Alright, now in this room, use the rusty key to get in here, because there is a blue orb right on the wing here. And by the way, rusty keys, one-time use and then they're gone. And these things, I don't know if they have an official name. I just call them light switches. You just beat them up enough, and then they activate and do something. Like this one brings us down here. There's ultimately not really a point to this room. Like, I honestly don't know why it's here. I mean, it's just here to waste your time and give you some more enemies to fight. And in this game you taunt by pressing R2. You press it lightly for Dante to just do a one-handed taunt. Press 2 to have him do it with both hands. Or no, press it hard to have him do it both. I'm tongue-tied today, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't do these live. Do post-commentary or something, but, you know, experiments. And when you taunt, the style gauge freezes temporarily. So it's useful for keeping the gauge around when there isn't an enemy currently in your face to hit. You're going to want to get in the habit of doing this because we want this style rank to stay up as long as we can so we can get more orbs. It's pretty simple actually when you think about it. Alright, so come back in here and there's more enemies. You'll see me do million stabs a lot just because I really like that move. Okay, and when you get hit, you don't instantly lose your style rank, but it will go away within like a second of not attacking. Damn it, lost some words. Within like a second of not attacking enemies, your style rank will just reset, so that's why you might hear me furiously mashing the attack button whenever I get hit. It's because I really want to get that next attack in as fast as I can to get that rank going. Oh, is this an S? No, it's me. Me getting S ranks. That's a good joke. Alright. So you get bonus orbs based on your ranking at the end of missions. Obviously, higher the rank, the more orbs you get. Thrilling concept, I know. You get 200 orbs for B. I want to say S rank you get 400 orbs. And between missions you can go to the power menu. But mission 2, the Judge of Death. This one's a relatively short mission. Actually, all these opening missions have... Wow, Dante. Stop attacking the buttons. And sometimes I just taunt for fun. Anyways, we want to go in here for our next blue orb. And I didn't mention these guys before. This is a divinity statue. It's the shop menu. The same one you can access between missions, you can access by examining one of those statues. And it's where you buy items and abilities with your red orbs. See, I'm getting into a bad habit from other games where I'm trying to not be locked on at all times. And you really do want to be locked on at all times, because dodging, like that, is also directionally inputting to your lock on, where you press to Dante's side and press jump. So you don't want to have that at the ready at all times, so you're going to want to stay locked on whenever you're engaging in anything. Now, unlike later Devil May Cry games, like 3 and 4, and Remake, well, I'm not going to call it Remake, it's not really a remake, it's a reboot. The later Devil May Cry games, the style rank emphasized varying up your attacks. In this game, not so much. I mean, yeah, it helps, I think, a little bit, but mostly it's concerned about number of hits. These orbs before they disappear. At least I think it's solely based on number of hits. Like, I'm not sure if like using the million stabs over and over will start filling it slower, but it won't ever stop filling it, so. Anyways, here's a new sword. And this cutscene is so goddamn cool. Like, seriously, when I first played this on the PS2, I was in friggin' awe at just how cool this scene was. What makes it so cool, too, is that it's so improbable. Well, I guess retroactively, that's kind of the thing, but it was cool when I first saw it, now I just can't help but notice when he goes through the hilt here. Like, how does that work? Also, this is the second time in the game Dante's been stabbed by his own sword. 2 times in one game, man. This is the Alistair. It is basically the same as the sword we had before, except it gives lightning powers. And also, it gives us access to Devil Trigger. Which Devil Trigger is, you see those 3 runes below my health bar? That's the Devil Trigger gauge. If you have at least 3 runes full, you can turn into your Devil Trigger form. And there's a shotgun under this table. While you're in Devil Trigger form, you move. Well, at least for Alistair, you move faster, and you have all your attacks have lightning element to it. But your health also regenerates, and usually I get attacked by marionettes here. Oh, that's because I didn't get the key. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, I am out of it. This is why I need to do more practice runs. Before I actually record. Okay. So I did a practice run like yesterday, and I was like, okay, I think I got it. I'll do this later. And now I'm forgetting keys and stuff. And I'm still not getting attacked by marionettes. Weird, they usually do respawn right there. Huh. Oh well, there's more in here anyways. Oh, we're going with the upper floor formation, huh? Okay. With this room, they can either be up here, or they can all be on the ground level, which is, you know, kind of convenient for me. Whoa, whoa, what? Whoa. I'm not crazy, right? You guys saw that? That's weird. I've never seen that before. Anyways, fun fact, in Devil Trigger, your handguns do contribute to the style gauge. Quite well, in fact. So, yeah, feel free to just bust that out whenever you're bored. And the Devil Trigger gauge actually does... Oh, he's got a gun. Yeah, some marionettes can have long-range weapons. Typically knives, but some of them also have shotguns for some reason, so... If you ever hear a spinning sound, that means they're about to hit you with it. Ah, damn it. The tree was blocking me from that guy. Lost my style ring. Ooh, bastards. See what I mean, though, about that style ring goes away pretty damn fast. Big taunt for no reason, and we're good to go in this room. Anyways, this line strategy seems suspicious, right? Well, you can't touch it. You need a sign of courage before you can fight the lion. Well, not fight the lion, but examine the statue, basically. I mean, spoiler alerts, we do fight it, but we don't know that yet. Anyways, go inside this door, and guess what? There's more marionettes. And as you can see with Alice, you might have noticed by now, with Alistair, I'm killing these things a lot faster. Also, I'm getting my ass kicked. So let's just clear this room. Fuck it. Alright. Oh, you're still alive? Really? I'm expecting that. Anyways. Remember this, because we're going to be back for it in a little bit. Well, I say a little bit, but it's more like the end of the game. But, anyways. Push that thing aside, crawl into this hole, and we get the Staff of Judgment. Which is what we need to end the mission. You might have noticed I haven't been equipping the shotgun yet. There's a reason for that. Because, like the handguns, the shotgun doesn't really contribute to your combo score. Or your style rank, basically. I don't know why I called it a combo score, that's weird. But, it's very powerful and it kills enemies very fast, but since it doesn't add to style rank, I don't really use it that much. I only use it when I just don't want to bother with an enemy and I want it dead. Like this. These little bastards. They are really annoying to deal with. These are the Sin Scissors. Their thing is... See those masks they're wearing? That's them. The cloak is just an illusion. And they can go through walls and they are very annoying. And they block your sword a lot. So I just shotgun them in the face because I'm lazy. Also be careful when you kill them, because their scissors will fly up into the air and come back down and can still hit you. Alright, so now that we got the staff, let's end the level. But first... these little buggers. They're called Phantom Babies. It'll become clear why in the next mission. But they die in one hit to anything, even your foot. And they drop one red orb each, so it's worth it to kill them, if you see them bunched up like that. Anyways, that's the end of mission 2. How do we do? B? Yep, B. Alright, good, we got enough red orbs. Now, our goal was to have 1,100 orbs at the start of this mission. Because there's two abilities we're really, really going to want. Well, actually, hang on. One ability we need, and one ability we really, really want. So the ability we need is called Stinger, and I'll explain why in a minute. And the ability we really, really want is called Air Raid, and I'll explain why in a minute. Also, if you go in the extra menu, you can buy blue orbs, which increase your max health, and purple orbs, which increase your double trigger. And yellow orbs if you want more continues. And all these items, don't bother with them, because they decrease your rank at the end of a mission if you use them. So mission 3, Destroyer of Ardor. This mission is going to feature our first boss fight of the game. And this cathedral is so cool. Like seriously, the pulsating tree-like columns, it's just, it's so cool. I love the creepy architecture in this game. Oh, so this is the Pride of Lion. We need it to gain access to that lion statue in the fountain room. But we have to pass a trial first. And you're going to be amazed at what this trial is. It'll test all of Dante's fortitude, his skill as a demon hunter, his years of experience battling the undead and demonic hordes. What is this trial, you ask? What is this task Dante must accomplish? It is to go back to where you came from. No, literally, that's it. That's the trial. We just have to go back now. Yeah, it seems a bit anticlimactic, but there is a little twist thrown into it right here. Yeah, you didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? Alright, so in this underwater area, our health is constantly ticking down for some reason. I'm not sure why. Now these guys, I don't remember what they're called. I'm just going to call them supplies. Some lazy and unoriginal. And wow, I actually took way more damage than I thought I would. So what I usually like to do is give them 2 slashes so I have a style rank and then just kill them with the shotgun. And usually I can do that without them biting me. Not this time though. Weird. Anyways, this is what we need the stinger for. You jump up here for some secret red orbs, and then you have to get this straight. You stinger off the ledge for a super jump, and that lands you on this platform with a blue orb fragment. Alright, back in the cathedral we go. And now we can grab the Pride of Lion. But it's not all there is to this. And you're going to notice a quick problem during this scene with regards to the voice acting. Just see if you notice.
Surprise. I hope for your sake you got something inside that big body of yours.
Yeah, they give subtitles for all the monster voice lines, but not for Dante himself, or anybody that speaks English. Which is basically Dante and Trish in this game. Anyways, this is Phantom. His weak spot is his back, so jump on there and hit him. Or, you can get Air Raid, which I told you to get. And just spam that. Because it does a lot of damage in this game. Whoop. There he went. Yeah, Air Raid will make very short work of this guy. And with his mouth closed, just stinger him in the face. Interrupt him from shooting a fireball, or just jump to avoid them, or just jump a little later than what I did to avoid the fireball. I usually don't take this much damage on Phantom. That was actually kind of sad. That's the first boss defeated. And he burrows away, and we'll never see him again. Okay. Anyways, go through the door on the right to end the mission, but first we need to go through here. Before this game has secret missions. And also there's a blue orb over here that I didn't get earlier, because why not do both? Anyways, this bridge became broken, so it's time for some platforming. Be very careful not to fall in, otherwise you'll waste your time. And there's a blue orb. You might also notice I did not grab the red orbs that are surrounding this. And there's a reason for that. But we won't get into that for a long time. Alright, now we want to jump in the water for our first secret mission. Critical hit. Now, it says to defeat this thing in a single hit, but you don't actually have to do that. But the key is, the killing blow has to be a critical hit. Anyways, I like to pop double trigger while we wait for this guy, just so my health doesn't go down too much. Anyways, here's what you want to do. Stay locked onto him and wait. Wait for him to open his scissors horizontally, like that. You hit him? Nope, nope. He's also an uncooperative little bugger sometimes. There we go. You hit him, just go around to his side, and then hit him with the shotgun while he's stunned. And that's the critical hit. Again, you can hit him once or twice without that, accidentally, but the finishing blow has to be that in order to get the blue orb. And yeah, that's the secret mission. For every secret mission you clear, you get a blue orb fragment. With one exception. But that's not for a long time. Anyways, now we're done with the mission. How do we do? Yeah, I usually get an S rank on this mission. As long as you don't die or use an item, you're probably going to get an S rank. But this is a pretty easy mission.